Howdy, folks. This is the PC Cowboy coming at you again. Um, Warm day here in North Carolina. Anyhow, today I want to talk to you about the power of words. We're going to look at James chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body. That little thing like that little thing right there, that's also the strongest muscle in the body, probably because it gets the most use. But anyway, and the scripture goes on to say, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. I heard a story about a woman in England who went to her preacher, and she was troubled about some things. Mainly stuff she'd brought on herself, because you see, this here woman, she was a gossip. I mean, if you wanted to hear gossip, you'd go to her because she knew it all. Well, of course, when you gossip, you hurt people. Kind of like that Christine Blasey Ford gossiped and told untruths about Brett Kavanaugh. Fortunately, in that case, righteousness prevailed. But anyway, so she went to her preacher. And he knew that she was a habitual gossip. In fact, she had maligned just about everybody in the county, including him. Well, she came to him and she said, how can I make amends for what I've done? He said, well, if you want to make amends and you want to make peace with your conscience, here's what you do. You take your big old bag of goose feathers, and then you go and place one feather on the door step of each person that you lied about. Well, she did that. And then she came back to him. And she said, "Is that all?" And he said, "No." No, he said, "You must now go and gather up every feather and bring them all back to me." After a long time, the woman returned without a single feather. "The wind has blown them all away," she said. "My good woman," replied the preacher, "so it is with gossip. Unkind words are easily dropped, but we can never take them back again. You know, the things that we say about people. Well, now, those are the things that'll get us in trouble if they ain't true, because I don't know if y'all have ever played this game called, it's called a lot of different things. I've heard it called telephone, I've heard it called telegraph, and let's see, it seems like there's a couple other names. Anyway, what the game is you get a bunch of people in a room, and you tell something to the first person. Now you write it down on a piece of paper first, and basically you read it off to the first person. Then they tell it to the next person. He tells it to the next person. He tells it to the next person. And then the last person gets up and relates what they were told. Then the first person reads what was actually started. You know, as the story gets told over and over, well, it gets twisted around to where the end story doesn't a whole lot resemble the main story. And that's where I'm going to tie this into today. This is the day we celebrate Columbus Day. You know, in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Well, yeah, he did sail the ocean blue in 1492. He didn't discover America. No, sir. He never made it to the continental United States in any of his journeys. But somehow, he's credited with discovering America. Well, now that's a case where the gossip credited a man with something he didn't do. And I guess that's a good thing, because it sure did boost his reputation. Every school kid today knows how Columbus discovered America, even though he didn't. And I'm just afraid that there's a lot of negative things about people that are getting spread that are going to come back to bite some people in the backside. Now, James also said, and I don't remember the exact reference to it right now, but he also said, if any man can bridle the tongue the same as a perfect man, you wouldn't be perfect. Bridle your tongue. Now, what does that mean? Any cowboy can tell you that you put a bridle on a horse to make him go where you want him to go. You put a bridle on your tongue to make it go where you want it to go. And sometimes you want it to whoa instead of go. Anyway, folks, this is the PC Cowboy coming at you again. And today's message is shorter than some of them. But that's okay, because I think it gets the message across just fine. Y'all let me know in the comments below what you think, because I noticed I've got over 50 subscribers, and I'm averaging about 5 views per video, which means less than, well, actually, since it's a little over 50, yeah, less than 1 in 10 who've subscribed or taking the time to watch my videos. And so that's about 10%. But then less than 10% of that 10% are taking the time to comment. I like to know what y'all think, whether my message is getting across. I talked to a lady on a little earlier, and she said something about she supported what I was doing. Then it turned out she hadn't even seen my messages. How can you support what somebody's doing if you don't see the messages? Can y'all tell me that in the comments below? Anyway, folks, for those of you who are already subscribed, I thank you for subscribing. If you'll, that little bell-shaped thing down there, click on that and it'll notify you when new videos come out. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, please recommend me to your friends. And if you'll do that, then I'll keep these videos coming. But honestly, folks, there's other things I could be doing with my time than doing videos that aren't getting seen. Now, I ain't gonna be like Chad Prather and give you a Facebook poke. But if ever we meet, I'll tell you what I will do. I'll share a Pepsi with you. I won't share this one because it's almost gone. I've got some full ones in the refrigerator that y'all ever come out North Carolina way, look me up and we'll have Pepsi together. Or maybe you'll prefer a glass of sweet tea. Well, anyway, I'm getting ready to go in there and have me a piece of pecan pie, finish off my Pepsi, and just enjoy the rest of this beautiful day that God's provided. So, may your horse never stumble. May your cinch never break. May your belly never grumble. And may your heart never ache. This is the one and only PC Cowboy saying, God bless y'all, and we'll see you next time. Yeah!